Hey guys, I'm Dustin Julius. I'm Mrs. Julius's favorite middle child. I'm an architecture student at Penn State University, and I'm here in my studio to show you guys how I use scale in my building projects. I wanted to first show you guys two tools that I use all the time when I'm doing a drawing or making a scale model. The first one is called an architect's scale. It's very much like a ruler, but it has 6 different sides. Each one uses different proportions to divide up a foot. This tool is called a proportional divider. It's pretty cool because when you set it to a specific number, the one end is always a certain proportion of the other side. Right now it's set to 2, so the smaller side is always half of the larger side, no matter how I move it. I just finished designing a boathouse for one of my projects. This is a model that I built for the project. The first thing I had to do before I started building was decide on a scale. I chose 1/8 of an inch in my model to equal 1 foot in real life. In other words, 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. I initially designed the square columns in the front of my building to be 1 foot square. Can you guess what size I had to make them in my model? If you guessed 1/8 of an inch, then you got it. However, my professor told me that 12 inches for a column was probably too large, so instead he told me to try using 9 inches. That was a bit harder to figure out my scale in my model, so I had to go write down a proportion. My scale is still going to be 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. I can write that proportion like this using a colon, or I can change it into a fraction like this. The number on the top is the size in model scale, and the number on the bottom is the size in real life. Before I can do anything though, I have to change the units of the denominator so that both numbers are in inches. To do that, I will simply multiply by 12 inches. Now I can create a proportion by setting that fraction equal to another fraction. I will put x in the numerator to represent the size that I will need in my model, and put 9 inches in the denominator to represent the size that my professor thinks my columns should be in real life.
The best way to solve for x is to use cross products. To do that, I will multiply 1/8 by 9 and then set that equal to 12 times x, or simply 12x. I can simplify the left-hand side by making 1/8 times 9 simply 9/8. The final step is to divide both sides by 12. This gives me an answer of 3/32 of an inch. That's how big my columns need to be in my model.
Thank goodness they carry that size dowel rod at the bookstore. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I use math in the real world. I can tell you for sure I'd be lost without it. Have fun learning with Mrs. Julius. She is an awesome teacher. I love you, Mom.
Let's watch as my friend Laura investigates Studio to see if she can find out more about scale.
Does your fish know anything about scale?
His name is Trevor.
Trevor, can you tell us about scale?
No, he can't.
Can he talk at all?
Yes, he's very talkative.
He's beautiful. Oh, sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Sorry.
He's so nice.
I didn't mean to scare him. Well, thank you, Abby and Trevor. Katie? Katie? Hello, I have a question to ask you. I'm Dustin's British friend. I'm here to ask you what scale you're using in your drawing.
I'm using 1 inch equals 1 meter.
Oh, can you explain to us what that means? That is beautiful. What are you drawing this for? Oh, is this your Jamie class?
Jamie Cooper.
Professor Jamie Cooper. He's the best. We love Jamie Cooper.
This is the scale here.
Ooh.
And that's what I'm using to transfer all my measurements from this drawing to this drawing.
Ah, so when you say one inch equals 1 meter, does that mean that 1 inch in your drawing equals 1 meter in real life?
Yes.
So if I would, let's see, that's about an inch right there, right? So this wall is actually 1 whole meter long. Wow, that's amazing! I'm so excited to be learning about scale.
Scale's pretty cool.
Scale is pretty cool. Thanks so much, Katie.
Now you try this problem.
Here are a few drawings that I had to do for my boathouse as well. They are 1/16 of an inch equals 1 foot. If this wall measures 5 inches long on my drawing, how long do you think they would be in real life?